Hey, welcome to the 5 o'clock Somewhere News. My name is Adam Burke. I'm going to make you a delicious cocktail and talk about the news, because once you hear that news, you're going to need a drink. Today's cocktail is the CLAREMONT, which is a recipe I got from Dale DeGroff's book, The Craft of the Cocktail. If you haven't heard of it, it's an original creation by him. Speaking of original creations, check out our awesome new The 5 o'clock Somewhere News clock, because it's not really a web show unless you've got a timepiece with a parrot on it. This recipe is going to be enough for one drink, and we're going to build it in the glass. Take a rocks glass. You want to take an orange slice, drop that in the glass. Take a cherry. You can use any kind of cherry. DeGroff says to use regular pitted cherries. I have maraschino handy, so I'm using those. One cherry. Just days after being sworn in at the first ever quadrennial Save Our Democracy celebrity telethon at the Capitol, newly inaugurated President Joe Biden is already racking up an impressive number of scandals, both real and bullshit. Among the latter column is the so-called controversy that Biden removed a bust of Winston Churchill from the Oval Office, which conservatives say will damage US-UK relations. Not only that, it completely screws up the feng shui. Joe, that Churchill was totally in your New Beginnings bagua. So much for your first 100 days, bro. Some commentators, like diseased pro-Brexit sock puppet Nigel Farage, said that removing the bust was a slap in the face to the prospect of good relations between the two countries. Yeah, if only there was some other symbol of the connection between Britain and the US, like, oh, I don't know, a half-ton oak desk given by Queen Victoria. Oh, we have one of those? Hey guys, call off the eBay search. It turns out we have one of those. Given that Biden signed 17 executive orders in 2 days, thus contributing to the national commemorative pen shortage. By the way, is a regular pen signature less binding than a Sharpie one? Are people less on board if they're not all high on marker fumes? Anyway, between Biden's executive order binge and his team possibly misrepresenting the last administration's progress with vaccines, it seems kind of silly to get bent out of shape over knickknacks. They're acting as if this Churchill statue is like that Shakespeare bust Bruce Wayne had with the secret button in it. Maybe it is. Maybe that's how Joe gets down to the Biden cave where he keeps his Peloton. Then Angostura bitters, 3 dashes. 1, 2, 3. Then you want to take your muddler. If you don't have a muddler, use like the handle of like a spatula or something. Muddle all 3 together. Muddle, muddle, muddle. Muddle them pretty well. Once you've got them nicely muddled, make sure to take your orange rinds out of there. Get them all nice and muddled. In Russia, more than 3,000 protesters were arrested during demonstrations in support of opposition leader Alexei Navalny. I don't think Vladimir Putin should worry. It's not like Russians are known for successfully overthrowing their rulers or anything. The Kremlin has blamed US politicians for the unrest, which is ridiculous because some of them are far too busy trying to destroy their own system of government. Some 40,000 protesters turned out in downtown Moscow, clashing with police in the form of pretty one-sided snowball fights. That's gotta suck because it's Russia. They are never gonna run out of ammo. Opposition to Putin has been spurred by a filmed investigation that Navalny released online, which purports to show a $1 billion palace that Putin had built for himself using government funds. Because Russia is an upside-down bizarro world where the YouTube conspiracy videos actually kind of make sense. Wait a minute, you mean to tell me that the bare-chested ex-KGB judo champion who's managed to hold on to power for 2 decades has a secret supervillain lair on an ominous rocky outcrop? Yeah, I'd buy that. I mean, I don't know, maybe QAnon's onto something. Then 1.5 ounces bourbon. Then 3/4 ounces triple sec or orange Caracal, however you pronounce that. Then add a little bit of ice. A recent study revealed that while cats enjoy catnip partially because it gets them high, it also provides significant protection against mosquitoes. Sure it does, cats. I mean, it's the middle of winter and you never leave the house, but the main reason you're blazed on Silvervine is to stave off malaria. I can't wait until humans start using this excuse. Yeah, I'm off my tits on mushrooms, but not to escape reality, to escape these darn tsetse flies. Then 1 ounce soda water. Then just garnish with an orange slice and another cherry. That's a CLAREMONT. And this has been the 5 o'clock somewhere news. Cheers.